Hey Chris, good morning. How are you? Good. Glad to hear it. It does not feel like Sunday to me because normally on Sunday I'm at work. I get today off. My first Sunday off in a while. But it's throwing off my days because I don't know what day it is anymore. Hey Eric, you have to work? Normally I would be at work, but I get today off. Yep, and that's only because I took someone's shift on Thursday, because I was supposed to have Thursday off and I worked it. So we kind of swapped shifts, which, like I said, the other day I got the better end of the deal because Sunday shift is longer than Thursday shift. But I'm not going to complain that it's less hours for me because I get to spend time with, my son, because he's only here on the weekends. And I always work Saturday too, so it's kind of nice to be able to not worry about that and just be able to spend time with him. No, I'm not going to work for you. I finally get a Sunday off. I'm going to enjoy it. I am going to enjoy it. The reason why this live is going to be so quick is because shortly we are leaving, my son and I am taking him to Michigan to see his girlfriend. So he wanted to either do it today or Halloween. And since my husband already bought the Halloween candy, we were like, well, I know we'll have a lot of candy left over, but regardless, still bought Halloween candy, so we need to be here to hand it out. But yeah, and it's a nasty day. It's windy and rainy and that's the worst combination because you can't use an umbrella. You can't use an umbrella when the wind gusts are like... I'm actually surprised we haven't lost our power because you could hear it, the wind hitting the house overnight too. And then it was raining, so the rain was like belting the house. It's still windy. It's nasty out. Ugh. Nasty, nasty. Hope everybody else is having a good morning or whatever time of day it is. Anyone else got nasty weather today? My baby mice are doing well. They're doing well. They were a week old yesterday. They'll start getting their hair now. I'm excited. Hi, Shadow. You don't say. You're having a good day too? Huh? Are you having a good day? Really? I don't know if that's saying it was good or bad. Is it good or bad? Huh? Hey, Birdie. I like doing the devotionals too. I mean, it's good for me. It's making me, do my devotions. I mean, a lot of the time I'm doing more than one in a day just so that I can record them. So that I don't have to worry about doing it that morning or the night before. I just do a few of them and then they're ready to go. So like this morning I happened to wake up to use the bathroom at like 6 o'clock. So I uploaded it. And then I went back to sleep. Not for very long, but I enjoy them. Shadow! Birdie says hello. Birdie says hello. So, in my video yesterday, I was talking about how I was going to get a Pac-Man frog and that it was going to be like the first week of October. Well, I got them already. I got them all, or November. But I got them already. I got them last night. And I love him. I love him. I already fed him. He's going to eat every other day right now. He's small. Like he's the size of a golf ball. When full grown, he'll be like this. But he's the size of a golf ball now, so he's really young. Quickies. But, yep, he's burying himself in the substrate right now because they're nocturnal, so, I mean, he was out for a good portion of yesterday, just because he was moved around a lot, but, he was completely out when I got up this morning, and now all I can see is his head, because he's burying himself. Later on, I may only see his eyeballs. But yeah, I like the devotions too. They're good. They're really good for the soul. They are really good for the soul. And in the car, unless they're doing like their money drives and things like that, because their radio station operates on donations, because they're nonprofit. And I usually listen to the Christian radio station too, because I find it really uplifting. Sometimes I like cry, like when I'm in the car and the song really just gets me and I'm like, you want to see him? All right. I don't know how well you'll see him just because, like I said, he's burying himself. But we'll try. I got to turn on this light. Oh, nope. He's buried himself, guys. He's here. He's totally buried himself because he was showing earlier, but he's buried himself. He is disappeared for the day. I'll have to show him later. I can't show. They wanted to see the frog, but he's buried himself for the day. He's not even visible. Oh well. Yeah. He's got this, I sent a picture to Average Girl this morning. I said, Persimmon says good morning. And she's like, good morning, creepy frog. Because he just sits there and stares. He ate his last cricket overnight. But yeah, now this morning he was completely showing. And then I saw him he was doing this business. And it gets him sinking further and further into the substrate. Now he's not even showing. He's like gone. Bottomless pit, Baalmath of Basramath. Is that how you say that? Yeah, so tomorrow I'll get a few more crickets. I'll probably have to start buying by the dozen and then just keeping the other ones alive. Did you have fun last night? Yeah. Good. Ooh.
disappointed because I got this new buffalo chicken sandwich and they're out of chicken. So disappointed.
Bye. Yeah, right now his terrarium is small. It's only my 2-gallon that I had my betta fish Luca in, but now he's in the 5.5 with Oscar divided. As persimmon grows, I'll upgrade him to a 10 because he'll need it when he's bigger. I mean, they don't need a large space just because they are sit and wait like that. But he won't fit in the 2-gallon when he's full grown. So as he grows, he'll upgrade. But yeah, it's Eco Earth. He's got a plant that suctions to the side for a little bit of cover, and then he's got his little flat water dish thing that he can sit and soak in. They don't drink water, but they'll sit and soak in it, and I actually had to refill it this morning because it was empty. So he probably jumped all in it and stuff. But they just soak up moisture rather than drinking it, so I just got to make sure that I keep that dish. It's very shallow because they can drown. They're not swimmers. But yeah, it's just, so it doesn't matter if it's dirty because it's going to get dirty because he's all covered in goo and then he sits in the water. And if you had 2 rather large, I wish the little buttons on the side wouldn't cover up some of the message. 2 rather large green frogs for a couple of years, I believe, but when my sister's friend volunteered to clean their habitat, she forgot to change water back to cool when she... Oh no! Hey David, how are you this morning? Although it's not morning for you, is it? I was just trying to show, they wanted to see Persimmon, my Pac-Man frog that I brought home already. I brought him home last night, but he's buried himself for the day, so he's not visible. He was completely out and visible this morning, but not now. Can't even see his eyes. I just know where he was 15 minutes ago. That's where he was, that little mound. But that's where he is, and he's buried himself. Looking all creepy and stuff. Yeah, he just stares. He just stares. The video I showed you yesterday, though, Average Girl, when he was, like, winking one eye and then the other and opening his mouth and, like, wiping his face with his foot. I liked that. That was cute. His little double winks. Oh, what was my husband watching? He was trying to watch because he was falling asleep, but on this futon we got now, he can't just lay his head back because the back doesn't go, it's right here. And look at how high up I am. So he was like, just like slow looking uncomfortable. And when I came in from work, I just started laughing. And he's like, what? I said, it looks like you're sitting on a park bench because it's so small. And then I was talking to Stacy in the kitchen, and we came in here, and he was all hunched over trying to sleep. He was falling asleep, but he looked so uncomfortable, and we just bust up laughing. And he's like, he woke up, and he was like, "What?" I was like, "You look really uncomfortable." He needs to, if he's planning on falling asleep on the couch, he needs to go to the chair. But he was watching. It was one of the Marvel movies because it had Captain America in it. I'm not quite sure which one he was watching. Oh, I bet he did. That's terrible. Yeah, I would feel terrible too. But, you know, mistakes happen. It's just that way. If you catch him eating, you can, yeah. Well, they're most active at night, so I at some point need to just like plug in my phone and hit record or even stream it and just like let people stare at him all day, all night. Just let him, it'll be boring for the most part until he does something. But, you know, he is the kind of animal that I want to be. You know, what am I going to do today? I think I'll just sit right here and just do nothing like I did yesterday. I think that sounds like a pretty good plan. I don't even have any friends because I'm a loner. That's all it is. Just sit there. Maybe wink at you a little bit. Oh, wow, it's noon for you. Okay. Nine o'clock in the morning here. Actually, Ian wanted to leave at 9 o'clock, so he wants to go see his girlfriend. We won't be gone all day, though, because she has to work at 2. That's why he wanted to leave early, but we're still here. My baby mice are still alive. I mixed up some more cereal for her. I didn't give her as much cereal the other day, so she finished it real quick. But I mixed up some more cereal for her this morning, and she went and started eating it. And then I gave more food to the other mice that are all growing and doing well. That one that was breathing heavy, he's still trucking. Bumble is eating. Everybody's a happy camper in the house. Everybody's happy. I fed everybody this morning. Except for Persimmon, because he ate yesterday and probably overnight, and he won't eat again until tomorrow. I can't remember how to do screen capture, or I'd show you a picture. I don't remember how to do screen capture. I know there's a way. I just forget. Let's see. Okay, there's the screen capture thing, but I don't want to show you everything on my phone. Like I have, let's see, screen capture. I will start displaying everything on your screen. Start now. Okay, so right now, you see him? That's him. That was right before, that was this morning, before he started to bury himself. And there he is starting to bury himself. I don't even know if you can see what I'm doing, but yep, that's him. Now that's the mound he's in that he's now disappeared into. Ah, okay. Did you see it? Did it work? What am I looking at now? I don't see myself anymore. How do you undo screen capture? Oh, like that. Ha! That's true. I could have put it up on the laptop. Did you not see the picture, Birdie? I just showed you a picture of Persimmon. I just did a screen capture. Did you miss it? Did you miss it? And what does AFK mean? I'm not good with short forms that I very rarely use, if ever. My neighbor wondered how their stroller got in our yard. I'm like, what? Maybe the wind blew it there. It's been really windy here. I'm assuming since you're in Indiana too that it's really windy where you are too. It was probably the wind, because something's hanging off the side of my house. Hang on a minute. Now I gotta look. Oh, it's my gutter. My gutter is like that far away from my house. It's still attached, but it's like bent out. Oh yeah. That's how windy it is. Because my gutter is like... You want to see? Okay. See that? There's my gutter. You see that? Yep. That's my gutter. So yeah, it's windy. You missed it. Okay. So it's what... Watch your screen. Watch your screen. Okay. Ah, where am I going? Here he is. This was him this morning. This was before he buried himself. And this is when he was starting to bury himself. And obviously now we can't see him because that's still where he is. He's just completely... That's the same picture. Buried himself in there. So yeah. Yep, it is very, very windy. And it was raining pretty good, and you can hear the rain smacking the house overnight, and the wind was just like rattling the house. I'm surprised we still have power, honestly. I would have expected power lines to blow down or something. His name is Persimmon. Persimmon. I was trying to go with a yellow type name. We also had a green Pac-Man frog at work, and a coworker told me to get both of them and name them Lemon and Lime. But you can't put two frogs in together, so I'd need another space. And I didn't want to name him Lemon because I know somebody else on YouTube who's got a albino Pac-Man frog whose name is Lemon. So at first I was going to go Banana. And then, because then I could have been like banana, nana, nana, nana. But then I looked up yellow fruits and persimmon came up. So I was like, you know what? I'll go with persimmon. Persimmon sounds more like a spice to me than a fruit, but apparently it's a fruit. I won't argue. It's a fruit. Feels like winter down here. It's 51 degrees. It is about maybe 50 degrees here-ish, but it probably doesn't feel like it with the wind. I think Ian fell asleep. He wanted to go at 9 o'clock. Cubert? That's a good idea. And Pac-Man frogs actually get their name because of the kind of eaters they are. And they resemble Pac-Man, like from the video game. That is literally how they got their name. They're actually also known as horned frogs. But the most common name now is Pac-Man frog because of the way they eat. I could have named him Ghost. Ghosty. Yeah, they don't need big enclosures because they're not active like other animals where you always have to get a bigger space than what you think they need because they'll utilize that space. They don't. Yep. Our trash cans weren't out, or they're in between our house and our garage, so they would probably be blown away if it wasn't for that. Numbers on the trash, that's good, because I find that there was one day that I think one of our trash cans blew across the street or whatever. And rather than the people like giving it back they just acquired, now they have 3 trash cans. I'm like, screw you. We've only got 1 now. You've got 2. We get 2. I went and grabbed my trash can back. Tell us about the Pac-Man frog. Well, his name is Persimmon. He is an albino Pac-Man frog. He's about probably only a few months old. He's about the size of a golf ball. When he's full grown, he'll probably be more like that big. He eats crickets. He had 3 large crickets yesterday. And he won't have to eat anything else again until tomorrow. I'll give him 3 more crickets tomorrow. And he'll sit and lay in wait and hunt. I have a few drinks for one. Oh, cool. 72. They don't drink water. They soak up moisture rather than drink. So he's got just a very shallow dish. Very shallow dish, probably only like that deep, with some water in there that he can sit in. And then his substrate, his eco earth, is damp. And then every day, I gotta get probably today I'll stop at Walmart or something and get a little spray bottle, because I'll need to mist his substrate every day so it doesn't dry out. You don't want it to be soaking wet, but you don't want it to dry out either. Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, they're not like other frogs that can, like aquatic frogs. These frogs can't swim. They would drop like a log, or I guess logs float. They would drop like a rock and drown. So that's why the water dish is very shallow. You don't even technically need a water dish, because if the substrate is moist enough, they could soak up the moisture from the substrate. But the water not only will allow him to sit and soak in it, it'll clean him off a little bit too, because he's always got his substrate stuck all over him. So like a hybrid toad. Yeah, something like that. They pretty much do look like toads. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I mean, it says they're insectivores, which is why he's eating crickets, but as he gets bigger, he can also eat pinky mice and things like that. I don't think I could sacrifice my poor little pinkies. I'd probably have to try and go frozen thawed and get some at work. But he's too small yet for a pinky. That's why he's eating crickets. I've heard that. And somebody told me at work that the Pac-Man frog has venom in their teeth, but all my research says the opposite. That it's a misconception that they have venom. It's okay, average girl. I already know. Yeah, her kitty Greg isn't feeling very well. He's got diarrhea and he's not eating very well. He's acting like he's got a sore mouth or something. Yes, Pac-Man frogs have teeth. They don't have, I don't think they're very large teeth, because when he opened his mouth last night, I didn't see them. but they can draw blood if they bite. They don't chew their food. They still swallow it whole, but they use their teeth to grab their prey. And it just grips to grip. But yes, they do have teeth. And they have been known to bite, like, he'll only bite me if he feels threatened or if I put my hand in and he mistakes my finger for food. He's not going to bite out of aggression so much as protection or mistaking me for food. So as long as I don't startle him or make my finger look like it's something yummy to eat, it should be fine. It does say once they get used to you as well that they rarely will bite their handler. He's a creepy frog. I don't know. I don't think other frogs have teeth. I think it's just that their jaws are powerful enough to hold on to their prey. I don't know do other frogs and toads have teeth? I'm gonna have to do some research. The differences between a Pac-Man frog and other frogs and toads. I want to know if I'm going to be sitting here one day and hear him croaking. Because I haven't heard him make any noise. I wonder if they croak. And they can live up to 15 years, so if he remains good and healthy, I could have him for 15 years. That's like crazy. He's gonna probably be too lazy for that. You know how big and fat he's gonna be when he's full grown? He's gonna be like, you're not worth my time. Maybe he's got a cavity. I don't know. I don't know how that works. You ready to go?
Technically, we're 17 minutes late.
I know. I was like, they wanted to see Persimmon, but he's completely buried himself now. You can't even see him. All right, guys. I said this was going to be a quickie. It's a quickie because he is ready to go. So, I mean, I could totally take you with, but I'm sure I'll lose the reception. So, hope you guys enjoy your day. See, he's ready to go. Hope you guys enjoy your day, and I will talk with you later. Bye. Stay dry, stay warm, stay safe. Bye, guys.